What's up, my Haute Couture Clementines? This is Rob from Yokai Plays, and today on Dress to Kill, I'm actually going to be taking you guys along with me as I do my TennoGen Round 18 haul. In fact, I might dip into a little bit of Round 17 to pick up some beauties I may have missed. Now, as you guys know, with the state of the world today, I want to do my best to support all of these beautiful, wonderful artists. However, this is all going to come out of my own pocket, so I can't buy everything, but I will kind of like rationalize the things that I am going to pick up, the things that I want to pick up but are not going to be picking up and might pick up at a later date, and I'll probably just glaze over the things that don't interest me whatsoever. Regardless, let's go ahead and get things started with something that I believe is already in my bag. Yep, as you can see, it says add another to cart, and of course this is the Oberon Yokai skin by Hitsu-san. I definitely had to pick that one up, especially because of the antlers and like the face pieces. I'm like super duper into it. Moving along. Alright, here's the one that is a little bit of a point of contention, is the Avera Zamar skin. I don't love all of it. I'm not a big fan of like the kind of toilet paper pieces that kind of block her head. I'm loving the body though, so part of me is still like up in the air whether I want to pick it up or not. However, I do want to get the Avera Grax skin, so there's a part of me that's like, well, you don't use Avera that much to get a whole bunch of different skins for her, and I kind of want to continue on with my Grax collection, so I'm gonna be adding that one to the cart. Nope, continue shopping. Now, don't worry, because there is a beautiful piece from LED that I will be picking up. Another one that I've been thinking, okay, so here's the thing. I don't like Warframe skins that have hair on them blatantly. However, the rest of the model is really, really dope. I was actually browsing through the standard score, and if you guys are wondering why I'm doing it this way and not looking at it within Warframe, it's because I've actually uninstalled Warframe from Steam, so I only have the standalone launcher, and if you have the standalone launcher, you can't actually look at it while you're in game. But I am really, really tempted. I don't really follow the Delusion series. I know that there was a Valkyr one, but that one is gonna be a maybe. One that I definitely want to pick up is the Baroque Bedouin skin, so that's gonna go in there. I really, really love how this kind of like drapes over the face. It's almost like another fabric texture. It's a very, very different look, but it's probably not the only Baroque skin I will be picking up today. I'm gonna let you know that right now. This next one is by Volbjorn, and it's the Garuda Tiamat skin. Now, I haven't been using Garuda a lot lately, and a part of me is really, really tempted to pick this one up, mainly because of the fact that I love Volbjorn's work. I just love all of the kind of like gradation that he does. You know what? I'm gonna tentatively add it to cart, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my total afterwards. And you know, if you don't see me bring it up in game, like, because we're gonna jump in game after this and we're gonna show the models, maybe slightly customized, nothing too heavy. Definitely picking up the Heavy Blade Suprema skin. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Again, I believe that this one is by Hitsu-san and Rail. In addition to that, I was thinking of getting this one because this one looks kind of dope, which is the Mizar Skin, and this is by Gurtan. It looks really, really good, and I was previewing it, and I was like, oh, I love the little details, like the little butt end. Again, tentatively added to cart, and then I'm going to look at the total, and I'm going to see if I wince or not. Another one that I wanted to pick up as well is the Jotunheim Skin. Now, the reason I'm doing this, as many of you guys know, DE fucked up, and I'm going to say this over and over again. I'm never going to let them live it down because I want to make sure that they don't fuck up any more of the beautiful, wonderful work by MZ3. They fucked up the Jotunheim skin from Loki. They like oversimplified it. They asked to get rid of like the things that actually popped out from it, like the straps. Don't do that. We love straps. But yeah, so I believe I'm gonna pick this one up just as a little bit of a, like, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, but I'm gonna pick it up now just to give you support, but not on the thing that DE fucked up. Now, I was saying earlier that there was something from LED that I did want to pick up, which is this. It's a back attachment. It's like a short cape. I'm kind of really, really loving it. And this is also by Damon Star. It's a little bit of a collaboration. So that's what I want to pick up. from TennoGen Round 18. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below so that you guys can take a closer look at each of these items from the actual post. There's like, you know, the hotfix kind of post so you guys can get a better idea of it. But I am going to stop by really quick and pick up a couple things from TennoGen Round 17. The first of all being something that I like, I want, like I said earlier, I love the Baroque Grax aesthetic. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think that might be it. I've already gotten my Wisp Grax skin. Here's that terrible Jotunheim skin that DE fucked up. Listen, you don't need to mess with everything. And I think that's going to be it from this set. I do know that there are a couple little pieces that I'm tempted to pick up. Like the Insidious skin. Ooh. The Insidious skin's really fucking nice. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. Tentatively added to cart. I'm going to take a look at my totals and we'll go ahead and we'll continue. There's a lot of things that I really want to grab, but I also don't want to fuck things up. Listen, Grax skins are enough for me. I don't think I want to go ahead and pick up the weapon skins. They're not necessarily my type, but I think that's going to be it for this set. Let's go ahead and jump into game and take a look at how all of this pans out. Okay, so I've done some light customization and I've got my receipt pulled up in the corner just so that I don't miss out on any of my purchases. But as you can see, we are kicking things off with the Garuda Tiamat skin, and I do believe that this is by Volbjorn. Yes, hashtag confirmed. And as you can see right here, I was going to go for like a more fleshy look. Then I said that's just way too obvious. But I have to admit, it does look kind of dope. The only thing that I do want to say is, like, I don't know, the boob accents, I feel like they're just a little too, like, literal. I don't think that it necessarily does her the greatest justice. I feel like they're kind of like nipple covers at this point in time, the ones that you just kind of like slap on. So they're a little bit in your face, but the rest of it is absolutely fantastic. The only thing that I will say is I wish it had more energy effects to it because it has that interesting like pustule thing. They've got a little bit in the helmet part up front, a little in the chest and the knees, but it's so cool looking, like the little pulsation, the way that the energy moves throughout the body. I absolutely love it. I just wish that I had seen a little bit more here. Regardless, it still looks pretty freaking gosh dang cool, and you know when you do a flesh caliber Garuda, how a flesh Ruda? A Garu flesh, I don't know, but you know when you make them all fleshy and gross looking, I think that you will have a nice bloody time with that. Pay no attention to the weapon. We're going to pretend that isn't there because we are going to move on to the next boy, which is Baroque. And I didn't do anything with this customization. Literally, I just slapped it on the customization I already had and I was like, whoa, it is freaking beautiful. And of course, this is the Bedouin skin by Aranex and Karu, and I was like, fuck, good purchase. I was like thinking in my head, I was like, I don't know how good a purchase is that gonna be, but no, it looks solid. It is a fucking solid skin. I don't know, it just feels really luxe. I love the way that all of the cloth is like swathed over the helmet. I love the details on the little hangy down things of the helmet. I don't know, overall I think it just looks really good. The only thing that I might point out is I wish it was a little bit pointier on the helmet to match the pointiness of the actual kind of like skirt portion here. But aside from that, woo, so rich. Love it. Moving on. This is actually from round, I don't know, the round before this, round 17. And again, I didn't touch the customization whatsoever, but it is, of course, the Grax skin by Faven. I think it looks absolutely fantastic and it has a whole completely different charm than the Bedouin skin is. So if you're looking for something a little bit more expensive looking, go ahead and pick up the Bedouin. If you want a little bit of grunge in your life, that's when you go ahead and you put in the Grax. Now, speaking of Grax, I was actually very happy with the way that Avera Grax turned out. I was like, woo! This actually looks pretty gosh dang spicy. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The secondary color originally on this was a lighter tone. And I realized, actually, if you go really light, it does look like toilet paper. which I'm never really fond of. I don't know what it is. Skyers had toilet paper on his helm. The one from, what do you call this? The one from Lead looked a little toilet paper-esque. Is like, maybe, is it just kind of like bleeding into our lives? Our need for toilet paper has now emerged in Avera Grax. Regardless, when I turn it down, I actually ended up really, really liking it. And I noticed the kind of like texture that was added in here by Faven. As you can see, kind of does its best to mimic what is on the skirt. Now, is it exactly what's on the skirt? No, but it's doing its best to do so. And I do definitely respect that. And also, she got a metallic booty. It's like teasing you. It's just peeking out like, ooh, look, there's a little hole right here. Hi, I see you jiggling, right? Well, it's metal, so I guess it can't really jiggle. But that is that for the Avera Grax skin. Moving along. Ooh, that makes me want to jump straight to Oberon, but we're not, because I want to go ahead and address Wisp real quick. So I did end up picking up the Wisp Delusion. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, it's way better. Hold on, I have to change a couple colors real quick, because I put on the helmet, and then I put on the base skin, and I was like, I don't know, the base skin looks a little too basic. I'm not sure if I'm really loving it. Okay, there you go. We'll slap that coloration on. Oh my god, it's so much better. Okay, so initially what I was gonna say when I was a dumb bitch is that I'm like, oh, you know what, it's cute, but you could see like the color blockness of it is just so much. But now that we see it here, ooh, good purchase, good purchase, good purchase. I'm really, really liking it. I don't like the fact that the helmet looks like hair. It looks very anime to me. I can almost place the anime too. And it's not that I dislike anime in any way, shape, or form. I'm actually currently watching Castlevania right now, season 2. I just don't like very literal translations, and I know that the original Valkyrie Delusion also had a kind of like emo hair swoop. Not my favorite theme, but I do like the rest of the skin. I love like the metallics that kind of bleed into the hands. I love me a little strap. Y'all know how I was bitching about the Jotunheim. I like just a little some strappage right here and right here. Definitely into it. But the one thing that I will say about this skin overall is did I say it was by Lead? It was Procedicin. Procedicin does a great job with shading. That's what I love about this. There's like depth added into the skin itself. It makes it feel really, really rich. It actually makes it feel like a really beautiful anime sketch. You know, not the ones that just kind of like randomly fill up the kind of like fodder blocks, but you know how every now and then they'll do like a full page one where it's like really, really detailed and very expressive. That's what this feels like. I totally get that vibe from it, and I think it's quite freaking beautiful. All right, I think that might be it for all of the skins that I've actually went ahead and picked up. I'm just taking another look over here. Let's go on to what I believe is the star of the show. I put it on and I was like, yeah, I mean, are we surprised that it's this good? No, I'm not surprised. This is the Oberon Prime Yokai skin, and this of course is by none other than himself, Mr. Hitsusan, the man, the myth, the golden legend. Absolutely freaking fantastic. I just love the way that it turns out. I really can't say very much more about it than its standard Hitsusan. Just like with Faven, consistently delivers. They always do a fantastic job, and this is just what Hitsusan does. It's just rich, it's luxurious, and I really, really freaking love it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the weapons. The first one, as you can see here, was actually supposed to be a heavy weapon skin because, you know, I was gonna cover Hitsusan to Hitsusan, but apparently we're starting off with this gorgeous, gorgeous freaking Jotunheim Skin by MZ3, the one who created that really initially beautiful Jotunheim Loki skin, but I wanted to go ahead and purchase here. Look at those energy effects. Super duper into it. I love the detail that he has with the little dangly bits there and the way that they kind of swirl in. It's a gorgeous polearm skin. If you guys are looking for one, this is definitely one I would highly, highly suggest. Then I went ahead and load up a pair of Sirius. And as you can see right here, we have the, I forgot what the name is, the Suprema Skin. Again, this is by Hitsusan, and if you're into big old blades, this is definitely one for you. Again, classic Hitsusan, very, very rich looking, very expensive. The only thing that I will say, and he already reached out to me earlier and he was saying, you know, the texture, it's not as shiny as I wanted it to be, yada, yada, yada. I think that it might have gotten a little bit of a bump since then, but I feel like it could get a little bit more of a bump. Little more shine would make me very, very happy. I know it's not always about me, but I'm just saying, if you want to make me happy, because you can see it's kind of like a soft, like satiny kind of reflection off of that. And I do get that it makes for a nice like textural difference so that not everything reads the exact same. So I can't be mad at it. I do feel like it's a nice design choice, but I like a lot of metal. If it could be a little bit more shiny, I would be happy with that too. And then the final purchase is the Mizar Skin, and this is by Gurtan. Now, the first heavy blade skin you saw was really, really big, and I figured that I would go ahead and pick this one up because it was a little more compact, just in case people didn't necessarily want to go like nearly Buster Sword on your asses. I know Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming very, very soon. We're all very excited, but I figured I wanted to go ahead and pick this up because I don't feel like I've supported this artist very much in the past. Not that I had anything against them, I just, like, in my head I was like, have I bought a skin from them before? I don't know their story, I don't know their deal, so I wanted to like say, hey, listen, let's go ahead and put one in the collection. But one thing I will say is, if you notice that reflection, you see that reflection there on the blade, that's a shiny blade. That's how I like my, do you see the glint? Do you see the little reflection in the light? That's how I like it. I know we can't have it like that all the time, but I am a big fan of that little shiny metallic. So now I've given you guys two different options, and I'm sure that you guys are aware there are a couple skins that I did not pick up, some that I said I might pick up in the future, some that were tentatively in the cart, but we will go ahead and take a look at them in a future edition of Dress to Kill, where I decide to go and haul everything. But I did just spend like $40 at Ulta for some blush, so Rob can't go spending all his money everywhere, and I did just drop like $140 for Prime Access. So, you know, maybe we don't need to buy every single skin out there. Regardless, let me know what your favorites were from these collections. Are you enjoying them as much as I am? Regardless, toss all of your feelings down in the comments below. Also, don't forget that the link to the actual post, which has all of this stuff, is going to be down in the description as well. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and wash your goddamn hands. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.